Dear viewers, welcome to our channel GVS Bank Academy. Today I am going to discuss and present case study on common equity tier 1 capital, additional tier 1 capital and tier 2 capital instruments calculation from the bank's balance sheet. This is part of CAIB BFM risk management. Now, a bank's balance sheet as on 31st March 2020. This is the one of the big bank in our India's bank's balance sheet. This is amount in crores. Paid up capital of the bank as per bank's schedule number 1. Bank's balance sheet schedule number 1. Paid up capital is 892.46 crores. Reserves schedule number 2 of the bank's balance sheet. Statutory reserves are 69,942.08 crores. This is statutory reserve means every year before declaration of dividend, the bank has to transfer to statutory reserves, that is. Capital reserve 13,756.70 crores. Capital reserve means profit from sale of fixed assets and profit from sale of held to maturity securities. These are normally, this is the capital reserve. That is there. Share premium 79,115.47 crores. Share premium collected at the time of public issue of the bank. That is. Investment fluctuation reserve. As per RBI directives, all banks has to create investment fluctuation reserve on held for trading and available for sale investments category during 31/3/2019, 2021, 3 years they have to create 2% of held for trading and available for sale securities. That is, outstanding amount is 1,119 crores, 1,119.88 crores. Foreign currency translation reserves are 9,274.60 crores. What is meant by foreign currency translation reserve? If a bank is having branches abroad, other countries, on 31st March 2020, for consolidation purpose, the bank branches business, abroad bank branches business, they have to convert to parent bank for consolidation purpose. And on the next day, again they have to transfer back to respective countries. At the time of this translation, any foreign exchange currency fluctuation profit is there, that comes under foreign currency translation reserve. This is amount. Revenues and other disclosure reserves from the bank's balance sheet 44,641.85 crores. And revaluation reserve. This is revaluation reserve of fixed assets. Normally, once in 3 years or 4 years, banks are going for revalue of their fixed assets all uniformly. So, that is the revaluation reserve outstanding in the bank's balance sheet is 23,762.66 crores. Balance in profit and loss account. This is a accumulated loss. This is loss. Loss outstanding as on 31st March 2020, 10,498.30 crores loss. Then, bank's balance sheet schedule number 4, innovative perpetual debt instruments. Innovative perpetual debt instruments outstanding amount is 25,805.65 crores. That is, innovative perpetual debt instruments means perpetual non-cumulative preference shares. Under this, only one instrument is allowed now, that is perpetual non-cumulative preference shares. Subordinated debt and bonds issued by the bank. What are the instrument? Perpetual cumulative preference shares, redeemable cumulative preference shares, redeemable non-cumulative preference shares. 32,006.74 crores. Now, this is the outstanding amount from bank's balance sheet. Now, we can divide part of common equity tier 1 capital, additional tier 1 capital and tier 2 capital instruments we can divide from this analysis. Paid up capital is part of common equity tier 1 capital. Paid up capital, part of common equity tier 1 capital. That's why we have taken common equity tier 1 capital 892.46. Then statutory reserves are also part of common equity tier 1 capital, that we have taken this 69,942.08 crores. Capital reserves, that is also part of common equity tier 1 capital 13,756.7 crores. And share premium also part of common equity tier 1 capital 79,115.47 crores. Though this is investment fluctuation reserve. As per RBI directives, bank has to create this reserve on outstanding position of held for trading and available for sale securities. This is part of tier 2 capital computation without any limit. Entire outstanding amount we can take as part of tier 2 capital computation. That's why we have taken part of tier 2. Foreign currency translation reserve. As for this is part of common equity tier 1 capital. The outstanding amount into 75% value only, we have to take common equity tier 1 capital. So 9274.6 into 75% value, that is 6955.95 crores, that we have taken common equity tier 1 capital. Revenues and other reserves. This is disclosure reserves, that is the entire amount as it is we are taken as common equity tier 1 capital. Then revaluation reserves. On fixed assets revaluation, this is also part of tier 1 capital as by RBI directive. Outstanding amount into only 45% value you have to take under common equity tier 1 capital. So outstanding amount 23,762.66 into 45%, that is 10,693.2 crores. Then balance in profit and loss account, loss is there. This loss amount you have to deduct from tier 1 capital. As for Basel III norms, whatever the losses, intangible assets are there, that has to be deducted from common equity tier 1 capital only. So we are deducted from common equity tier 1 capital the loss amount. This is there, 10,498.30 minus. So then innovative perpetual debt instruments. Innovative perpetual debt instrument, that is perpetual non-cumulative preference shares, that is 25,805.65 crores we have taken as part of tier 1 capital. Additional tier 1 capital we have taken. Then subordinated debt and bonds are part of tier 2 capital, that we have taken this 32,006.74. Here subordinated debt and bonds issued by banks, minimum maturity is above 5 years. Any bonds issued under this tier 2 capital bonds, minimum maturity is above 5 years without any step up options. This is 32,000 crores, 32,006 crores, 0.74 crores. This is tier 2 capital amount. Now total of common equity tier 1 capital how much? Then 892.46 plus 69,942.08, then capital reserve 13,756.70, share premium 79,115.47, and then foreign currency translation reserve 75% value 6955.95 crores. Revenues and other disclosure reserves 44,641.85 crores. Revaluation reserves, fixed assets with 45% value 10,693.2 crores minus loss 10,498.3. The total is 2,15,499.41 crores. This is the common equity tier 1 capital. Then additional tier 1 capital, that is only one instrument, innovative perpetual debt instruments, that is perpetual non-cumulative preference shares 25,805.65 crores. This is there. And subordinated debt and bonds, this is part of tier 2 capital. We have taken tier 2 capital 32,006.74. So the total of additional tier 1 capital is 25,805.65 crores. And total of tier 2 capital is 1,119.88 crores plus 32,006.74 crores. Total Tier 2 capital is 33,126.62 crores. This is the total of common equity Tier 1 capital, additional Tier 1 capital and Tier 2 capital. Now, what is the total regulatory capital of the bank as on 31st March 2020? Regulatory capital means capital required as per RBI regulations in compliance with Basel III norms. That is called regulatory capital. Common equity Tier 1 capital 2,15,499.41 plus additional Tier 1 28,805.65 crores plus Tier 2 capital that is 33,126.62 crores. Total the regulatory capital for reporting to RBI and for calculation of capital to risk weighted purpose, the total regulatory capital of the bank as on 31st March is 2,74,431.68 crores. 2,74,431.68 crores. This is the total regulatory capital calculation of the bank as on 31st March 2020. In December 2020 CAIB BFM examination, out of this type of questions they had asked, they had given one bank's balance sheet and various items they had given. From this you have to calculate what is meant by investment fluctuation reserve, how much we can add to whether common equity Tier 1 or additional Tier 1 or Tier 2, that question they had given. And foreign currency translation reserve, one question they had given. And revaluation reserves also, one question they had given. So, by taking into consideration of the type of question paper, I think this can be very useful for preparation of CAIB BFM examination for calculation of common equity Tier 1 capital and additional Tier 1 capital and Tier 2 capital instruments. I think this is very useful for preparation of CAIB BFM risk management capital instruments calculation. Thank you very much viewers for watching our video continuously and supporting to our channel. I am requesting all the viewers for subscription to our channel for forthcoming our videos on JAB, CAB and promotional exam videos. Thank you very much for all for watching our video.